Man, I'm just coming out of my voice lesson. I realized that I've been going through life as just a facsimile of myself. Like pathetic. My habitual mode of communication is to use words to distance myself from other people. And so I'm feeling a sick feeling. Like that I've gone through life just a facsimile of my real self, and just being like keeping people at bay my whole life. And then there's a strong feeling of frustration that these habits are just so deeply ingrained to use rhetoric and words to distance myself. And then there's a little bit of excitement that, oh wow, I'm learning new ways to communicate. So, okay, let's catch this light, guys. So my teacher had me with my right hand continually draw a rectangle, and with my left hand to continually draw a triangle, and to make them exact and to keep both hands moving at the same time. And then talk to her about hypergamy. So I was talking to my voice teacher about that Michael Anton essay on Tom Wolfe's portrayal of women, which boils down to an exposition on hypergamy. And it was really hard to elucidate the meaning and significance of hypergamy when I'm constantly hands moving, right hand continually drawing a rectangle in the air, and left hand continually drawing a triangle in the air. So obviously I couldn't be as exact with my language, and started using the F word a lot, which I don't normally do. But she felt I was connecting more effectively with her then compared to all the previous sessions, because I was distracted. The making the triangle and the rectangle with my hands, it was a way of turning off my prefrontal cortex, so I wasn't carefully choosing my words, but I was able to get across the emotional content, or the what hypergamy means to me, my understanding of it. And I was able to communicate that more effectively than when I got to finally put down my hands and stop drawing the bloody rectangle and triangle at the same time. And then I just spit it out in a couple of sentences, but didn't really land, didn't really connect. So I tend to use words and rhetoric to put people down, to be sarcastic, to attack, to show off. Often my therapist would say, do you want to connect with me? So, yeah, obviously a guy who spends as much time on YouTube as I do has a lot of problems with personal connection, right? I mean, we're all most likely antisocial personalities here, right? Or we wouldn't be on YouTube right now. Wow, so today I engaged in a very typical interchange. So there's a woman who enjoys my sick sense of humor. And so I asked her today, Mary, when's your birthday? She said, it's September 7. I said, great, I'll write that down. Just kidding. And she burst out in a gale of laughter because I was being my typical self-centered, narcissistic, selfish, oblivious self. And luckily she enjoys my sick sense of humor, but too much of this can be distancing. So if I'm doing these shows, there's part of me that wants to connect with people, and it's not just a show-off thing or some kind of intellectual exercise, but surely underneath my exterior there is a desire for genuine human connection, which I'm probably not adequately meeting in real life, or my life wouldn't be where it is at age 53 now. Wow, 53. So I've got these tools for getting into this space, so I can do these continual rectangles and triangles simultaneously. When, say, I'm prepping for a show or working on a monologue, I can video it, I can tape it, listen back to it, so it helped me boil down to the emotional essence of what I want to communicate. Listening to music also gets me out of my prefrontal cortex. Dance helps get me into my body. Just lying quietly. So I'm just kind of struck by an image that my teacher gave me of just being a facsimile of oneself. That's what happens when you just habitually use words to distance yourself from others, or to be mock, or to be sarcastic, or to show off. And maybe I can do a little bit more genuine connection. Maybe a little bit less sarcasm. At least experiment with being a human being. Oh, boy, that sounds scary. So, yeah, I think we can all tell when someone is connecting with us. When you're listening to a voiceover radio commercial, and it's not the traditional radio announcer voice, but feel like a person is genuinely trying to reach you, because the voiceover artist most likely has a picture of their mother or their brother or their son, and they're trying to connect and come from a genuine place rather than just a stentorian announcer's voice. So it might be interesting to try a little bit of humanity. Try to bypass the prefrontal cortex and let go of the facsimile of myself, and just let some of my humanity out. Let out some of my humanity on this show. It's amazing just how deeply ingrained my habitual patterns of sarcasm, irony, put downs, distancing devices. Maybe I can try a little humanity. Okay.